Hi guys, hello and welcome to another C# programming tutorial. In this tutorial, we will learn about parallel arrays. Now let me first tell you what exactly is a parallel array. Parallel array is when you have two or more arrays of the same size and they hold the corresponding values in the same spot. So that's basically what a parallel array is. We generally use it to create a data structure. For example, if I want to hold records of students, I have one parallel array in which I have the names of students. I have another parallel array in which I want to have IDs of students, and I want to have another parallel array in which I will have scores of students. And as you can see, Sam, which is the first student in the names, his ID is 111 and his score is 14. So that's exactly how you build your entire structure. Now what I want to do in this example is I want to display a report. So I want to first of all display a report in which I want to display the school information, I want to display the course information, the instructor information, and the whole 9 yards. And then I also want to display all the students' data in a column format, and I want to add the scores, and I want to be able to create the letter grade based on the score. So we will try to bring about a lot of the things that we have learned in the prior weeks. So let's get started here. So first of all, I will declare my parallel arrays and my variable in which I will hold my sum. So here you can see that since I have multiple string arrays, they could both be declared under the same data type. I have separated them on two separate lines, but it's actually the same instruction. I have an array of names, an array of IDs, and I have an array of scores. And this is where I'm calculating. I've declared a variable sum. Now I will be displaying some information about the schools and the course and the credits, instructor, the year, the semester, and that stuff. So let me share with you the rest of the information that I want to display right at the top of this report. Okay. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to display the columns. And I want to have 4 columns. I want to have a column for ID, a column for name, column for score, and column for grades. So in order to make that happen, we will use a logic that we have learned in the prior weeks where we create columns and we number them and we size them. Negative means they're all left aligned. And as you can see, you have an IDs column, names column, scores column, grades column. Okay. Now I also want to give them some lines below so that it looks like a little column heading. So I created same size hyphens. Now I want to have a separator, a line separator between the column headings and the top of the report. I could manually sit there and type the number of hyphens. However, the smarter way would be to let me add all the columns. So it's 5 plus 17, 22 plus 6, 28 plus 9, 37. So if I run a loop and produce 37 hyphens, then I will be able to create a line of hyphens which will going to complete this whole report. And I can have a similar set of lines towards the end of the report. So let me put that here as well. Okay, so I have 2 sets of lines in between. I will going to be printing my report. So what I want to do is I want to traverse through all the arrays and I want to display for every student their name, their ID, and their score. So since all the arrays are of the same size, I could very well go through by picking length of any one of them because they're all same sized arrays. Therefore, as you can see in this loop over here, I have started from I equals to 0 and I'm going to 1 less than the length of scores array. And since scores, IDs, and names are all of the same length, therefore it doesn't really matter which one of the 3 I pick. Next, what I would like to do is I would like to traverse through them and display the values. However, I also need to calculate the letter grade. So I will declare a variable for the letter grade, and I will write my program logic to calculate the letter grade, which I've taught you in the past that you can use an if condition, and if the score is between 90 and 100, it's an A. If it's between 80 and less than 90, it's a B, and so on and so forth. So this is basically what my first condition looks like. So if the come-in and letter grade is greater than equals to 90 and less than equals to 100, then it's a letter grade A. For example, if the score is 97. So 97 is greater than equals to 90 and at the same time less than equals to 100, so it's B. It's an A. How for the letter B, I basically only need to test the lower boundary. Why? Because the upper boundary is already tested by the if condition above. Let's say if the score is 90, it will not even go to the second else if. If the score is less than 90, only then I will be coming to the else if. So I am sure of the fact that the upper bound is already tested by the if condition above. All I need to do is test the lower bound, and that's exactly what I will do for each of them. So if the score is greater than equals to 80, the letter grade is B. If it is greater than equal to 70, it's C. If it is greater than equal to 60, it's a D. Otherwise, it's an F. Once I do that, I will now going to display all of them, all the elements from the array, along with the letter grade. So as you can see here that I'm displaying IDs, the first element, because I is 0 the first time the loop runs. Similarly, I go to the 0th location in names. I go to the 0th location in scores, and it is that score to which I'll be displaying the letter grade for. And then, since I'm interested in calculating the sum of all the scores, I will be calculating a running total, which is exactly the same as writing sum equals to sum plus scores I, but this is a shortcut logic which you already know by now that you can write. The last thing I want to be able to do is I want to be able to display the sum of scores, and let me put that right here after I produce the lines of dashes. Let's run this program so that you can see the output of this program. That the top of this report will be the information about the school, the course, the credits, instructor, the year. And the bottom information, as you can see over here, is a nice layout of the IDs, names, scores, grades, and at the bottom it's sum. Now, if I ever decide to add any more people, all I'm going to do is, for example, if I have another person over here call Carl, add another ID here, 114, and I add another score here, 89. Okay, so I've updated all three of them. Now, let me rerun this, and you will notice that the entire chart automatically adjusts. You have one extra record, and the total score also automatically gets updated. So you could very well use this logic to generate anything. You can just change your data source. I've hard-coded the array. You could very well pull this information from a file, from a database, from any repository of data, and then you can process it accordingly. So I'm going to share this code with you in the description so that you don't have to reproduce this code. But anyway, hope you would have enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know if you have any questions. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.